1998 US quarter dollar coin. Today, we're diving into the world of a coin that's in everyone's pocket, the US quarter. Specifically, the 1998 quarter. Now, you might be thinking, a 1998 quarter? That's just 25 cents. And for most of them, you'd be right. But what if I told you that some extremely rare versions of the 1998 quarter have actually sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars at auction? Yes, you heard that correctly, millions. While it's extremely rare, these kinds of finds do happen. We're going to uncover the secrets of the 1998 quarter, explain what makes certain ones astronomically valuable, and tell you exactly what to look for when you're sifting through your change. This could be your lottery ticket. First, let's get the common stuff out of the way. In 1998, quarters were produced at two primary mints, Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, with a D mint mark. There were also San Francisco's mint mark quarters, which were typically proof coins, special collector's editions. Millions upon millions of these were minted, so a regular 1998 P or D quarter in circulated condition is, well, 25 cents. Even uncirculated ones aren't typically worth much more than a few dollars, unless they are absolutely flawless. But this is where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. The real value in a 1998 quarter, particularly in the realm of millions, comes from incredibly rare and significant mint errors or varieties. We're talking about the truly unique, accidental creations that slip out of the mint and become legendary. Let's look at the types of finds that could turn your 1998 quarter into a gold mine. This is the Holy Grail. Imagine a quarter design accidentally struck onto a different denomination's coin blank, perhaps a penny, a dime, or even a foreign planchet. These are often referred to as mule errors, if the dies are also mixed. One of the most famous and valuable examples of any coin error is a 1999 P Lincoln cent struck on a dime planchet, which sold for over $1.2 million. While a 1998 quarter on a wrong planchet hasn't hit that mark yet, such a discovery would undoubtedly command a 6- or even 7-figure price at auction due to its extreme rarity and appeal. If you find a 1998 quarter that looks or feels significantly different, perhaps smaller or lighter, or has a different edge, you might have hit the jackpot. This occurs when the coin die itself had a slight misalignment during creation, resulting in a distinct doubling of certain design elements. For 1998, you'd be looking for strong doubling on elements like Liberty, in God We Trust, the date, or Washington's portrait on the obverse. On the reverse, look at the eagle's feathers, the lettering, or the motto. While most 1998 doubled dies are minor and might only add a few dollars to the value, a truly dramatic, prominent doubled die could be worth thousands. For example, a significant doubled die obverse on certain state quarters has sold for over $10,000,003. Off-center strikes. When the coin blank isn't perfectly centered when struck, you get an off-center coin. The more off-center it is, but still showing a complete date, the more valuable it tends to be. A highly off-center 1998 quarter, especially one that's 50% or more off-center, could fetch hundreds to low thousands depending on its visual appeal and grade. 4. Die caps/broadsides. These are more dramatic errors where the coin gets stuck in the press or isn't properly ejected, leading to highly deformed or significantly flattened coins. These can be very visually appealing to collectors and can range from hundreds to thousands of dollars for extreme exam. Let's clarify the millions aspect. While a 1998 quarter hasn't yet publicly sold for millions, the potential exists if an unprecedented and historically significant error were discovered. We're talking about something on the level of the 1975 No.S. Roosevelt dime or the 2000 P. Cheerios dollar with a special eagle reverse, coins that had unique, never-before-seen characteristics and sold for astronomical figures. The struck on wrong planchet category is the most likely path to that kind of valuation for a 1998 quarter. For example, a top-grade 1998 P Washington quarter, MS68 by PCGS, did sell for a record $2,233. This shows that even non-error coins can be valuable if they are in absolutely pristine, flawless condition. But for the multi-million-dollar dreams, you're looking for that truly unique minting anomaly. So, how do you become a treasure hunter? It's all about meticulous examination. Check the mint mark. Locate the small letter below the eagle on the reverse side. Is it a P, a D, or perhaps an unexpected S if it's not a proof? Look for any doubling or anomalies around it. Examine, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Look for clear, distinct doubling of the letters. Inspect the date. Is the 1998 perfectly clear, or is there any doubling? Flip it over to the reverse. Check the eagle's feathers, the lettering around the rim, and E pluribus unum. Look for doubling, die cracks, raised lines from a cracked die, or areas where the strike might be weak or strong. Check the edges. Is the reading, the grooves, consistent? Is the edge smooth? Any irregularities could point to an error. Feel the weight and size. If a 1998 quarter feels lighter or heavier, or looks slightly off in size compared to a normal quarter, that's a huge red flag for a wrong planchet error. If you believe you've found a genuinely significant error, do not clean the coin. Cleaning will destroy its value. Instead, protect it in a non-PVC holder and seek professional authentication and grading from services like PCGS or NGC. These experts can identify rare errors and verify their authenticity, turning your discovery into a recognized valuable asset. The possibility of finding a true rarity, even a multi-million-dollar one, exists in the everyday coins we handle. So next time you get change, take an extra moment to inspect those 1998 quarters. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting to be discovered. Have you found any interesting errors on quarters? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more coin hunting adventures, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Happy hunting, everyone!